Hello students, welcome to the CMSY 128 Introduction to HTML course. My name is Stephanie Quintero and I am your lead instructor for this course. This PowerPoint presentation will provide you with an overview of the course process.
Please review my Zoom hours if you need assistance. If you need assistance and these hours do not work with your schedule, please send me a message via the Canvas inbox to set up another appointment time.
Please take a moment to read this slide that covers the objectives of the course. This course will focus on how to build a website through experimenting with the fundamentals of HTML. This course will also cover the basics of CSS, cascading style sheets, which is used to apply formatting to web pages. A portion of this course will also discuss how to plan and design a website. Although there are no prerequisites, you may have difficulty with this course if you are not familiar with the basics of file management and using the internet. You may want to consider taking CMSY 126 Introduction to Internet before taking this course. For this course, you will need internet access and an internet browser. A text editor will be required to complete the project assignments in this course. More information on text editors is provided in the Zybook that will be used in the course.
You will be using Zybook as your textbook for this course. Zybook is an online interactive textbook that provides hands-on activities to assist you in learning the content material. The content material within the Zybook can also be printed for those students who would like a hard copy of the information. This Zybook can be purchased at the HCC bookstore. Project assignment and lab work files should be stored on a flash drive or other storage medium. Please take a moment to review the grading requirements of this course. You will be graded on the following: 1% on the course overview quiz, 1% on the Zoom Q&A session participation, 15% on the average of 10 participation activities, 18% on the average of 3 labs, 25% on the average of 4 quizzes, and 40% on the average of 3 projects.
You may always finish your course anytime before your course deadline date. Assignments may be submitted prior to their due dates. Assignments not submitted by the deadline day and time will be assigned a 0 grade. There are no extensions or exceptions to this deadline.
Where to begin? First, review the information and links on the home page of the Canvas course site. Then, click the Start Here button, which will take you to the introductory section of your course site. It is very important that you begin with this section. It will cover information about the process of the course. Then, click the Modules button. Continue to work through the other modules that lead up to Module 1. Make sure to read the Zybook Important Information module, which will guide you on how to use the Zybook. Once you have worked through the preliminary modules, you may then start Module 1. Please review this module carefully. First, begin this module by reading the introductory information contained within the Overview Module 1, Chapter 1 link. Then, complete participation activities 1 through 3 in the Zybook. These activities are completed throughout the readings in the Zybook and are marked with an orange symbol. Then, complete Module 2, Chapter 2, and Module 3, Chapter 3 in the same manner. Note, make sure to follow each module in sequential order. Assignments should be completed in the order shown within the module.
What consists of the projects? For the project assignments, you will create and build your own website throughout the course. Before starting Project 1, please make sure to read the project overview document first, which is located in Module 2. Instructions for each project are given in modules 2 and 3. You will upload each project to Canvas for grading. Publishing your website. If you want your web pages to be viewed by anyone on the internet, you must store the pages on a web server. After completing your website in this course, you will have the opportunity to practice publishing it to the HCC's web server. Instructions on how to publish your website are provided in Module 3. What consists of the quizzes? Quizzes consist of the challenge activities that are located in the zybook. These challenge activities are marked with a blue symbol. Instructions for each quiz are provided within Modules 2 and 3. These quizzes are not timed.
What consists of the labs? Labs are located in the zybook and are used to reinforce the content material. Instructions for the labs are provided within Modules 2 and 3 of the Canvas course site. You are allowed up to 5 submissions for each lab. Tips to remember. Use the modules of the Canvas course site to guide you on what assignments to complete in the zybook. Pay attention to detail and always check your coding for accuracy. Time management is important in this course. Please make sure to allow yourself enough time to complete assignments.
Please make sure to check Canvas daily for any messages and announcements from me.
If you have any questions regarding the course, please send me a message via the Canvas inbox or join one of my Zoom sessions. Good luck and have fun with the course.